Moving on from question 3 of the first passage of reading comprehension drill set 4 over at lawhub.lsac.org, we're going to take a look at question 4. And here we are being presented with a pretty straightforward task. We're being asked for the primary function of the second paragraph. And we can see that we highlighted that second paragraph in full. And hopefully we've got an idea of what that second paragraph was intended to do already from our main idea highlights. So we'll just read the surrounding main idea highlights from the first paragraph through the third paragraph, and hopefully we'll be able to come up with a mental prediction of our own of why the second paragraph is presented in context. So, reading from the first highlight, legal scholar S.J. Brakel believes that videotape yields less reliable testimony or lessens jurors' ability to assess witnesses' credibility. The fact that phenomena such as failure to maintain eye contact with the questioner, fidgeting, and inappropriate tone of voice are considered in many cultures to signal deceit provides some anecdotal support for Brakel's claims. Brakel's critics argue that witnesses giving their testimony outside the courtroom, in a lawyer's office or a recording studio, are adequately aware, if given a formal reminder, of the penalties for perjury. The critics also suggest that even truthful witnesses might, under the stress of testifying in court, forget or involuntarily repress information. Brakel's arguments against videotape testimony presume that witnesses' nonverbal and paralinguistic cues are a reliable basis for assessing veracity, but in court, when a great deal of both verbal and nonverbal information is available, it may be difficult for jurors to assimilate it all. So, we should be able to mentally predict almost immediately. This second paragraph is really there to counter Brakel's claims. It's two pieces of evidence as to why Brakel might be wrong, saying that videotape testimony is not as good as in-person testimony when it comes to jurors being able to tell whether or not the witness is being truthful. So, starting with choice A, we've got that mental prediction, and we read detail opposition to a claim outlined in the first paragraph. Well, ding, 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 this really is it. And we've got opposition, two different forms of it, to the claim of Brakel in the first paragraph. If you are trying to get a 165 or 170 plus, you may just move on at this point because A should kind of jump out really clearly. But for the purposes of this video, we will go through the remaining answer choices, finding reasons to eliminate. Starting with choice B, illustrate the primary support for the argument outlined in the first paragraph. Well, no, it's not supporting the argument in the first paragraph. It's against the argument in the first paragraph. Then choice C, acknowledge the strength of the argument outlined in the first paragraph. Well, again, it's not the strength. It's saying that it's not a good argument. So C is a reversal as well. Align the author's stance with that of the opponents of the claims outlined in the first paragraph. Well, this is really the only trap in these answer choices. We aren't considering the author's position at all. We just have Brakel's critics' position provided in paragraph 2. And even though we know that the author does seemingly go with those critics, it is not clear at paragraph 2. That's only clear once we complete the full passage. So we can eliminate choice D is basically just not answering the question that was posed about the function of the second paragraph as opposed to the entire passage. And then choice E, describe the recommendations of the opponents of the claims outlined in the first paragraph. Similar to D, we just don't have those recommendations in paragraph 2. So we can eliminate choice E for that reason, and hopefully you'd already selected choice A as your correct answer for question number 4 a while ago. Thank you for watching this explanation video of a practice problem of reading comprehension drill set number 4 over at lawhub.lsac.org. If you enjoyed the tips it contained, please consider liking the video or subscribing to our channel to be alerted when new explanation videos are produced by MyGuru. Also, take a look at the description below because you'll find additional links to resources from MyGuru, including a set of full practice prep test explanations that are similar to what you just watched. And remember, as you prepare for the LSAT, it's supposed to be hard.